Live.
All the way live. All the way live in this bad boy.
Gonna do our traditional thing. Just take photos.
Heck yeah.
Close this.
We up in here, guys.
Oh yeah.
These beautiful questions. Something nerdy.
Something nerdy.
Hey, if it's not something nerdy, then what are you? I mean, if it ain't something nerdy, then where you at? You know what I'm saying? That's all we doing.
Who you talking to?
What are we talking about? All right. So we'll give you these questions. Unless we got something else to talk about. These other movies, but I haven't seen anything recently, so I'm literally.
I have some other.
Well, I saw Murder Mystery 2.
Yeah. Let's say you
saw Murder Mystery 2.
You seen some things. You seen some things.
I've seen some things. Yeah. Which it was alright. It was decent. It wasn't. It's not. Murder Mystery 2 wasn't expected to be like amazing, but for comedies now, it's pretty decent. If you like the first one, they kind of kept that same formula.
Okay.
Other than that, I finally watched Transformers.
There you go.
8 years later.
22 million years later.
8 years later, I finally watched Transformers, and it was like, okay. It was decent. I don't hate it. I didn't hate it, but it was just like, all right.
It's decent.
It was decent.
I didn't hate it.
I didn't hate Transformers. It was decent.
I didn't hate
they
it.
did better than the last couple ones. So
I didn't hate it. It wasn't terrible.
Yeah. It wasn't like, oh my goodness, turn this off. Why is this still going for whatever and ever? So
it was better than the first one, in my personal opinion, and it was
I like the first one. I don't say it's personally better. It's a better, I guess, story than the first one.
I thought the storytelling was done better than that one. It could have been better overall. Personally, I didn't like it because of the way they mixed the two generations together for a Transformer. As a Transformer fan, but overall it was good.
For sure.
Yeah.
I don't think it's good. That's funny.
Critics didn't like it at all, but the Rotten Tomato score for viewership is much higher.
It was entertaining. That's all you can ask for when you sit there.
And there are some weird plot holes, but again, it's a Transformer movie, so I'm just too nostalgic. So anything they do, unless it's like somewhat close to the 80s, I'm not gonna like. Pretty much.
I can understand some leeway. I just figured stuff happens. It's just when you do certain things, you're like, that doesn't make any actual sense.
Perfect example. Look at The Witcher. Look how the viewership on season 3 just bombed because they know there's no point in watching because Henry Cavill.
I know I still haven't watched this season because I was like,
literally on Rotten Tomatoes or even the critics thing, episodes 5 and 6 have the lowest viewership. So basically, people are like, oh wait a minute,
it started.
He's not gonna be around, so they just don't finish the series.
Yeah.
Right. And as a rating, it has a 13.
He's good. They know he's leaving.
Yeah. So no one's watching it. Same thing that happened with Secret Invasion. Right? Again, huge build-up. That's another one we could talk about too. Secret Invasion. I said it from the beginning.
It started off well.
You convinced me to watch it.
Because I was
fucking bombed. So
I was in the first 2 episodes. We get you in there. You're like, okay, y'all going in the right direction.
They did it on purpose.
And then all of a sudden they just veered off over here. And you're like,
because there's a lot of events that happen to not do any spoilers, and they don't have that much meaning.
Yeah, they expose it.
And
they expose
you
the
end
turn.
up having a Super Skrull that's literally the most powerful being in the world at this point because of the amount of DNA they give her.
Yeah.
Right? And not only that too, but how does she all of a sudden just know how to use it?
Because she's seen it before.
And then what? Because of CGI purposes, you're using the Hulk's power, so you gotta have purple shorts on?
Hell yeah.
That doesn't even make any sense.
So
how does having that person's DNA give you their clothes?
Magic.
I guess because in the world of Skrulls, when they shapeshift, the clothes comes on too.
Yeah,
so maybe that's my only answer.
So the thing about the character, it probably doesn't even change.
There's no way they've seen every one of them fight though.
Well, if they recovered the DNA, remember, she was part of the parts that recovered the DNA, so she's at least seen the Hulk. She's seen the Hulk. She's seen all the ones because they did the recovery for most of that.
Talking about Gaia?
Yeah.
Gaia did not. She was not part of those teams. She had already defected over to Gravik stuff.
Gravik was later. Gravik was after Endgame. Endgame is when he had him collect all their DNA from Endgame.
Gravik collected it all, but not Gaia.
But she's with Talos, and he was doing it. So that's her dad.
No, he was the general, and he was telling them what to collect.
Yeah,
based off of what.
And she was under him too.
But she wasn't always doing. She wasn't a part of all that though. Gravik was. Gravik made sense to me because he was there, right?
Yeah.
But Gaia just was like, oh, like she.
Well, then who else was on his team?
Because remember when she's doing that research, she's trying to figure out what all he has or what he's after. So, but Gravik already knew. No, remember? Because like he knew what the harvest was called, and she didn't know. She didn't know that. Everyone was trying to figure that out. It was only Gravik and Nick knew what that was. Even Talos was kind of in the dark because he was just like, oh, you're just sitting inside here to collect samples. Like, for what though?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And Thanos was on there.
Well, they cut him.
But that's what I'm saying, right? So that's why I thought it was crazy. I'm like, you got Thanos DNA, you got Hulk, you got Captain Marvel, you got literally almost every hero. So that would technically make Scarlet Witch. That would make you the strongest being.
Exactly. But that's the thing.
At this point, there's no need for any other superhero because you could just show up and be like, I'm as strong as Thanos and add these other powers with me.
There might be a limit.
Yeah, so huge plot hole. Anyways, let's get to these questions now that we ranted and raved for a while. All right. Number one question I'm going to start off with for my horror-loving post-apocalyptic co-star. If you had to survive in a post-apocalyptic world based on the plot of... Should we go any movies or do you want to be specific?
Any movie is fine. All right.
Any movie, which would give you the best chance of survival?
Best chance of survival.
Yeah. So if you had to survive in a post-apocalyptic world based on the plot of any movie, which one would give you the best chance of survival?
Dang. To actually survive. I would probably say the easiest one would be Escape from New York. But because as long as you're not a criminal, as long as you're not a criminal, you basically don't get thrown in New York or in LA. So as long as you stay on the good side, and even then, you just get thrown there with other criminals. So you kind of just live in that society. It's just jacked up, but you
just
still
gotta survive the other criminals.
Yeah, survive the other criminals. And there's no monsters there. There's no nothing there. You just probably are low on technology and like weapons and things like that. But you still, have a whole like city and society there. Mm-hmm. I would say probably that is the easiest thing to probably survive that I can think of that's like post-apocalyptic. I don't know if there's anything else, but I would say that's the easiest one that comes to mind.
Okay.
What would you pick?
For a post-apocalyptic world to survive.
Yeah. Survive.
Post-apocalyptic world to survive. Man.
Like how you living? How you living on this one?
All right, so me, I'm going to pick Book of Eli, and I'm going to choose to live in that sanctuary where he gets the book.
He's like,
boom.
Let me go find a community that's already successful.
Yep.
I'm going to live in that community that's successful.
Yep.
There it is.
There it is. Easy. Easy.
It's like, I'm going to go ahead and just be there where it's successful. Like,
yeah, exactly. I'm just going to be where it's already successful, and I don't have to do a lot of struggle and strain. I'm already in a community. There we go. Easy street.
There you go.
Okay, next question.
Thanks for the follow.
Thank you. Which fictional universe from the 80s or 90s would you most want to live in, and which one would you avoid at all costs?
Okay, so I'm avoiding, first of all, Mad Max, probably.
Okay, that makes
What?
sense.
I'm trying to think. Like,
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's desolate, no water. You gotta just drive it.
You don't want mother's milk?
No, I'm good. I'm good on Mad Max. We're not gonna. Where I want to live in.
Mm-hmm. Where do you want to live? Yeah. Which fictional universe from the 80s or 90s would you want to live in? Right? Exactly.
Definitely. We're not fighting them cars. That's
No,
like,
sir. That's a hard pass, right?
The mutant people?
Yeah.
You fighting for water? No, I'm good on that.
That's a pass. That's a pass.
I would probably just where I want to live.
Yeah.
Dang, that's hard because everything's so jacked up. I
mean,
mean,
fictional universe. Where would you want to live?
I would probably go.
Avoiding was easy, right? So
Avoiding is easy.
Yeah,
It's
we'll
like
say
where do you want to live where it's
Yeah.
messed up. It's like, it's almost like I would do if I'm living in the capital. I do Hunger Games because I got money.
Okay.
If I'm living in the capital area, they living comfortable. I can do that, but I'm not gonna be out there in the mine district.
Okay, so you're not living in any of the districts, and you would choose to live in
The capital.
Okay.
Until that revolt happens, I ain't
Right.
trying to get killed.
Okay.
I join their side.
And then, okay, so those are your two. So that's where you would live,
Yeah.
and then that's where you would avoid.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay,
So
makes
what
sense.
you got?
Fictional universe for me that I would live in. Man, I would probably go with the Jetsons.
Well, no, it's
No. This is that was yours. So I'm answering the most recent one. I'll go back to the post-apocalyptic one.
okay.
Yeah. So I'm starting off with the last question: is which fictional universe from the 80s, 90s would you most want to live in, and which one would you avoid? So I think I would live in the Jetsons.
I don't know why I was thinking post-apocalyptic for the one that I would live in. I was like, oh.
You're like dead set on post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, I was so dead set on post-apocalyptic. I just literally just said.
So I think I would live in the Jetsons timeline because it's futuristic. Yeah, you didn't think about that. You're like,
I wouldn't do the Jetsons though. I
would want to live. I would want to live just to see all different type of technology and what have you. I think that would be dope.
I go from like if I did a different timeline, I would probably.
That's what it says. It's from 80s and 90s.
80s and 90s.
Fictional universe. What fictional universe would you want to live in? And you said.
Well, see, I was thinking.
Chose,
I know. I was gonna
you chose one that you have. Like you probably gonna get sacrificed. And be like,
yeah. Okay. So that is not the one I'm. Yeah, that's not the one I'm living. I'm like, okay.
That's all I was like. Okay.
Because I was thinking too much of post-apocalyptic.
Man wants to just have a life of grief, regardless of where he lives.
From the previous question, yes, I was thinking of the previous question, and I thought about that one. If it was just like,
so that's not your final answer.
That is not my final answer. I do not want to be in the.
That is not his final answer. He would like to change that.
We're gonna flip that up, okay? We're not gonna be. Where would I want to be in? Then that's actually cool.
You can't steal mine.
Like, I can't steal the Jetsons.
I already said it. Can't steal it.
I can't steal the Jetsons. So I'm trying to think of what was in the 80s and 90s. What was like the cool, like.
Yeah, see, exactly. That's right, Swagger.
What would be?
I'm like, the Hunger Games. Nigga wants to be volunteering trivia. Okay.
I volunteer trivia.
All right. I'm like, you don't want to live in Mad Max, but then you want to fight for survival. All right.
Hey, at least I'm sitting in the palace. But anyways,
I'm like, all the
at least
districts.
there's water there.
All the districts had tributes. That's what.
At least there's water, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm trying to think now. We got the actual. Would actually be. I'm trying to think of like nice worlds that actually existed. That's the problem. A lot of movies have jacked up worlds.
No, not really. There's one I can think of right off the top, but I don't know if I'd want to live there.
See, that's the problem. Is like you want to live there.
It would be funny.
Like you want to live there. But as a first,
Right?
hey, from every district.
Wasn't that the one that was all black people?
That's the one Ruth's from. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like she's
yeah.
basically the whole the mining group or whatever it is.
This man walking up there like taking his hat off, like, I guess I'm gonna go first, boss.
We gonna get him in here.
Talking about like,
I guess gonna be out there, son.
I'm up there like, we don't put your LL Cool J kissing hands in. I'm jetting by my Jetsons. Like, I told that nigga how to fit that world. I'm up in the clouds, baby. You hear what's going on down there?
I'm like, nah,
I'm up in the
gonna leave me
clouds.
up here. He's gonna leave me here. Okay, I see what you're doing. Okay, you see what you're doing. Okay, you're gonna screw me over like that.
Bro, you got me over here dying.
You're gonna screw me like that. Okay, it's gonna leave me. All right, we go.
Hey, we all had a choice. It's like in front of the genie. Like, all right, in the end for your wish, I'm gonna go with the worst apocalypse. Wish, player, wish. Okay, well, I'm gonna go first. I wish for more wishes. You'd be like, damn, that's a good idea. I can only do that once. I wish not to die when I land in a zombie land. You sure about that?
You sure about that?
The genie's like, you sure, man? I could anything.
Anything.
Nah, that's cool.
That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh man. All right. So what world would you want to live in? I mean, there's think of all the different worlds. There's thousands of different fictional universes you can live in that are dope.
I do. Okay, part of me still wants to go Star Wars. I want a lightsaber.
There you go.
I want a lightsaber.
Okay, whatever.
Hey, use it, dog. You play technology you want to. I'm out here like, shh, let the force be with you.
Hey, you're
after Vader.
You're hope. Oh, I was gonna say you better be specific. You better be specific.
Or let me
you
go.
gonna be a youngling talking about.
let me go like 50 years before Vader was born.
Yeah.
So I got that old Republic. So I'm just sitting there like it's a peacetime. It's a peacetime lightsaber.
Like, you pick it.
It's a peacetime.
Oh man, he just wants to have strife. Okay, apparently in
What
whatever
beef?
worlds he gets respawned in.
Hey.
Like if you got Isekai, basically got transported to another world, you want to be someplace where you got to go through some turmoil.
With some beef, yo.
I want to be in the Jetsons world where I'm just living life and enjoying technology. Okay.
Why don't they have a ground? There's something wrong there.
Well, the theory is supposedly it takes place in the Flintstone world.
I know I heard that. The
Right?
Flintstones are on the ground and
And they're up in the air. So I don't know.
And like they know the technology on the ground and the Flintstones are up there.
Yeah,
I
so,
heard that.
I don't know if that's true, but it'd be kind of cool. It doesn't really make sense for that Flintstones Jetsons crossover that they end up having, but whatever.
And then they go through a time machine, they really just warp them down to the surface.
That's why I was like, it wouldn't really make sense for your guys' conspiracy theory, but whatever. So you're choosing to be in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
What you're saying for the hope that you get some midichlorians and you get that crystal,
Nah,
and somehow
I'm
you get your own lightsaber.
I'm basically going to the Old Republic with a bunch of Jedi, so I'm gonna get the.
Okay. All right.
Before Palpatine, so I just have to have fun.
And in the world I would not want to live in, I also am gonna say probably Mad Max, because that just sounds fucking terrible to be
Like
honest.
you're just constantly on the move looking for water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, Simpsons and Harry Potter.
Would you?
And then you're dead.
See, but here's the crazy thing, right? So if you chose the Harry Potter world,
Are you a student?
are you just a Muggle?
Exactly. Are you just a Muggle, or do you
Or are
actually
you gonna
have
be a student? Like, do you actually have powers?
And then are you a student when Voldemort
See,
shows up and says,
And in The Simpsons, technically you're just in our world with weird shit that happens.
That
right?
is true. Yeah.
And the reason why I chose the Jetsons
and they're yellow
because it doesn't matter who I'm born to, like what family. I'm in the future using futuristic stuff. It don't matter where I'm at, right? What I got to worry about, I don't know. I guess being dumb and falling off a walkway that's taking me somewhere. I guess if that happened, but You got
But in
everyone has
Simpsons, he
everyone
can
has
fall and pretty much
everyone
be
has
good.
everyone has those little jetpacks, so you're not falling. And that's literally how you get to school on a jetpack. I'm just saying. Think about what I chose. Jetpacks. You're going to school on jetpacks.
Jetpacks are in Star Wars.
That blow up quite often. Anyways,
Only would shoot them.
but The Simpsons and Harry Potter, I think, are good ones. But just remember, though, technically, Harry Potter, no guarantee you have powers.
Because technically, you could be in Harry Potter's universe right now. You just don't know it.
That's true. Because you can't see the magic. And there could be people getting on that train right now. Muggle.
This seems so racist, man. It's like dirty muggle.
Hey, for real talk, though, that was the first thing when I was like, Muggle?
You dirty dang muggle.
Did JK put that in here so she can... I swear she put
It's
that.
like it's like the two worst things I think in fiction is the Harry Potter muggle and then the Dragon Ball Z monkey.
Oh man.
That's the two worst.
You damn monkeys.
Monkeys. Damn Frieza.
And I will say this though, when Goku when he whips him at one time, he's like, I am not a damn monkey. Wow. And I was like,
I forgot where I watched it somewhere. And the dude was like, how did Frieza put a hard R in monkey?
it doesn't sound like he puts a hard R. Because he's like, monkey.
He's like,
I'm like,
damn, son.
That's how you know his voice actor is white. And she is too.
He's like, monkey.
The English voice actor for Frieza is a old white woman.
She gets some flashbacks from the 60s.
She seems fairly cool though. I have seen her talk or whatnot. She actually signed that guy's anime clothes that I buy.
Yeah.
Like she saw him at a convention. She was like, "Oh, I love your art." And she does like a voice thing for him for his channel. So it's kind of cool. But okay, so those are our answers there. Now let me backtrack and go to the if I had to survive in a post-apocalyptic world based on the plot of a movie. Which one would I think I have the best chance in? No, I didn't answer that one. That's why I said Book of Eli.
Oh yeah, you did say Book of Eli.
Yeah, see? I answered it.
Yeah, you said Book of Eli.
All right, next question.
But you had to be specifically in a certain area of Book of Eli. Mine,
That's right.
I could probably just, if I'm in the world and I don't commit a crime, I'm good. And I'm good in it. Like, as long as I don't go to jail, I'm fine.
See, you had a more refined thought on that one than you did on the rest of it. So,
Well, I was taking that one for another answer. That's what messed me up.
if you could switch lives with any movie or video game character for a day, who would it be and why?
Oh, that's hard. Because I want to go video games. But then it's like, I'm like, I want to go video games. But then part of me wants, yeah. Because I want a lightsaber. I'd be Cal Kestis.
Gal Kestis?
Yeah.
Who's that?
That's the from the new Star Wars game.
I was messing with you.
Just
See,
kidding.
and the reason why I think I'm gonna go video game here too as well, less chances to actually die because you're in a video game world, so you can respawn,
Exactly.
right?
So
So
you do Destiny?
that's right. That's right. I'm using space magic. I'm a Titan.
I already knew it.
I'm popping bubbles.
I already knew it was Destiny.
Maybe I'm changing characters.
Because you can't die.
You cannot die.
You can't
I'm
die.
like, I actually have always wanted to see what it's like to jump off a building. Ah, it's not that fun.
Ghost food. Get you a ghost.
Yeah.
Have you a ship.
Yeah.
So what?
I can cruise. I can literally space travel, which I've always wanted to do. I'll have
So
special powers.
you're there one day. So like you're not gonna be able to do everything that's in Destiny. So what would be like your go-to like?
Hey,
for-
just to clarify, in Destiny they travel super far in a matter of minutes. Okay.
But I get that.
So,
It's still gonna take you
I
time.
can do a lot.
But what would like be your first thing? Like, okay, I'm in Destiny. Like, what's the first mission or what thing that you're gonna go fight? Starting off with.
I'll just be like exploring, just like enjoying. Like I might go kill me some
Like, I hop into a raid or go in the deep.
some hive or something like that. I'm not going in the water. No, I'm not doing that.
Not the deep, the other one, the moon. That's the first deep.
I'll probably go check out the moon, see what's going on there. I'll definitely check out the last city, see what's popping in there. I'm sure the Guardians get love, you know what I'm saying? We protecting the city. So, there's that. I would probably go to the one of the moons from Jupiter or Saturn. Oh, I would check out Europa, the ice, see what's going on there. I'm not really a big fan of the cold, but as a guardian, apparently I can't freeze. So I would check out. I would just go all over the place.
So you just hop in. So you're not like gonna sit there and be like, I'm gonna go kill somebody.
I would probably go to the Crucible.
Just fight other guardians.
Just be fighting other guardians. This is so
like
I can test myself. Because then, like, you can actually touch yourself and be like, okay, cool, bap bap bap, or like hit him with the sword, or just like test my mental, like, you know, see like, you know, am I a good fighter, or is it just all in my head type of scenario, right? So that'd be kind of cool. And then if I was gonna go with the movie, right now our question is, if you could switch lives with any movie or video game character for a day, who would it be and why? I chose a Guardian from Destiny.
Yeah. And I'm basically Cal Kestis from Star Wars.
Now, those are video games, but what if you could pick a movie? So we'll do either or. What about a movie? Or no movie? Like, is your ultimate choice a video game character?
I mean, I would like that. See, part of me would probably pick, like, nah, he loses his hand.
I know what you're going to say.
I was like, nah, he loses his hand. I can't do that. They pick me. My life is way better. Hey, they're choosing me instead of me choosing them.
It's like it's reverse Isekai. They're gonna choose my life.
They're gonna choose my life all day, every day. I'm not switching. Okay.
What about a movie character?
We're going John Wick. You trying to kill everybody? All right, you going John Wick? You trying to kill everybody?
He's trying to get that gold money.
He putting them coins out there. Like, let's do this.
I'd like a Fortnite, yeah. Okay, John Wick. Okay.
You know what?
Good choice. Good choice.
Just cause I might.
But is it though? Wait, are you going John Wick right after they kill the dog or before they kill the dog?
Yeah, because you got to experience that beating first.
Because if you go John Wick like 3 or 4, like you're on the run constantly trying to not die from.
And I don't know if you want to be John Wick in 4.
Well, after they kill so John Wick 1 like halfway through. Okay.
Jiren.
Hey, I'll take that. One of the most powerful characters in Dragon Ball Super. I'll take that. I'll sit there and just meditate.
Okay, so I would say for movies, taking Blade.
Tekken Blade?
Blade.
Oh, Blade. Oh, Blade from Blade.
Blade from Blade.
That's a good choice. That's a good choice.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Give me a little sword and Daywalker. Okay. Out here just killing vampires.
Forgot the power level of Krillin. Hey, still be the most strongest human on the planet. So take a pick. Yeah, Blade is a good pick. Let's see. Oh, from a movie, Blade was a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, man.
I like shrimp. Fried
John Constantine.
Okay. I mean, if you want to go to hell, it's okay with you.
The devil kicks him out. Right? The devil kicks him out, so I'll take it.
Oh, you got energy blast?
So how strong would you say you are?
You go for 9,000?
If you can beat someone who can lift mountains and fly.
So I'm like, hey, if you're flying, hey, teach me. If you can push it out there, hit that speed, go, hey, you teach classes?
Exactly.
You teach classes, but come on.
Yeah. So those are my picks. Okay, next one. All right, what movie genre do you find yourself gravitating towards the most? And how do you think it reflects your personality and interest?
Well, I mean, mine's easy. You already know mine, so I might start with you.
No, which one?
Okay, well, mine's horror. So, you know, I gravitate to horror. That's That's my wheelhouse right there.
We're training from Whis and all the Infinity Stones. Don't play with me. I guess that's a good choice to try to combine, multiple universes into one thing. That's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. Or you could just say, for me, like I'm clearly as strong as one above all. So boom, there you go. Not topping that.
It's like one above all.
And then if you want to mix in other universes, you could say I'm as strong as Zeno. The king of all universes, also in Dragon Ball.
See, his go-to is one above all. Mine's always Franklin Richard. Yeah,
he's still not stronger than the one above.
I know. Exactly. You already picked him. I can't go there. So I'll take someone right around there.
If you're number one, then in -2, I'll always be above you, bro. I'm -2.
Yeah, it's -2 first one. I guess it's before 0.
Trying to throw math in there to just character names. I guess it makes sense. Could also use an infinite number as well, right?
I was like, Infinite.
What's more than that? Infinity. You're not gonna answer that question though? What movie genre do you find?
I said horror. Horror, son.
Horror?
Yeah.
Okay.
Horror for
What
sure.
else?
Horror for sure.
How do you think it reflects your personality?
Because I have dark humor.
Okay. All right, that works.
Like, I just enjoy horror movies. I just like the plot and then just the way they go. A lot of them just random storiness that is horror movies. Mm-hmm. I find it interesting a lot of times.
Okay.
So that's why I lean toward horror. Then action is probably behind horror, but horror is number one.
All right. I'm gonna go with more like comedy action, like the blend of those two, because I like to joke around. I like to be active, and just the different type of jokes and humor that's in a lot of those, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what she said, stuff like that. And then like to be active. So that's what I'm gonna say defines me a lot. A lot of stuff I say, because I'm like I like to be more of like a man of action and things. So take action. Do it.
See my dark humor.
There was no try.
My dark humor comes from Freddy, where it's just like
Freddy.
Oh, he kills. All he does is talk trash. That is literally all he does is talk trash.
Freddy Krueger?
Yes.
Okay.
All he does is. Okay, he's the only horror movie guy. I'm like, hey, is the kid's deaf? Oh, let me kill him with his hearing aid. Like,
Doesn't he pass it off as like, oh look, now you can hear?
He makes it super.
But
he
makes
it
like
he
digs into his head.
It makes him a super, so he can hear everything.
And he like does a chalkboard, right?
And he's a chalkboard,
yeah.
And then he drops first he drops like pin needles.
Oh,
because he can hear it.
He drops like a bunch of them too.
Yeah, and it messes with his head. Then he's like, hey, look.
And he does like the whole board.
Yeah, like he's killed that. He killed one kid with his wheelchair. He killed a kid who had asthma. Like, he don't be playing. He don't discriminate. Hey, anybody can get it. And he gonna talk trash about why he do it.
Okay, that's a good choice. Also, I can see that.
And then even from Ash from Evil Dead, he's also like one-liners.
Okay.
So like that's also what he goes through. He's like, I don't really want to be here, but I'm gonna act like I'm good. His weakness with Nancy, not technically. If you watch like the 5th movie, because she doesn't make it. Because he does kill her, so like he does kill Nancy, so that ain't his weakness.
Good thing you didn't say Fright Night. It would have been Amy.
That's why he transitioned over after like Dream Trial to the other girl, because Nancy didn't make it.
She didn't make it. Well, she didn't make the cut.
Well, she made the cut, not the cut she wanted.
All right, let's see. What movie that you initially dismissed or overlooked, but later discovered and fell in love with, surprising yourself?
This one's easy.
This is a super easy one for me.
Superbad.
Okay.
I literally did not watch Superbad for like the longest time. I thought it was gonna be stupid. I quote that movie all the time now. And I was so mad at myself I didn't watch it earlier. And then when I watched it, I was like, oh man, this movie's hilarious. So like that's the easy one for me because I
Superbad.
Superbad was the one because I was just like, oh, I was like, oh, McLevin, yeah, this is stupid, and then just like throughout the whole movie, let me give us the Lorlocks. You know what I'm saying? Playing video games. Like, I mean, if you can't even beat it, then why am I even?
I'm gonna go with Napoleon Dynamite. So I watched it and I got mad at myself for watching it. I was like, man, I just wasted like 90 minutes of my life. Went to work the next day, started telling a coworker about the film, and he was like, "Did you say you didn't like the movie? Because it kind of sounds like you liked the movie."
Because you keep talking about
Yeah,
it.
because I kept talking about it.
You keep talking about
And
it.
then I was like, yeah, there's a stupid part where the uncle is like, see those mountains over there? I could throw this football over those mountains. And then he's like laughing, and I started laughing, and I was like, damn it, I like that movie. I actually liked the movie. So literally went home and watched it the same day again. So it was one of the movies that like grew on me. But like I said, I dismissed it after I watched it. I was just like, yeah, this movie's so dumb. Like, who's stupid enough to buy a fake time machine, put it between your legs, and then like get shocked? Like, that's so stupid. Like, but it was funny stupid. In the end, I realized that I liked the movie.
Yeah.
But when I was sitting there watching, I was like, oh, this is so terrible. But so that's my movie right there. Let's see. Moving on. What would be the ultimate crossover between your favorite movie, video game, and TV show from the 80s or 90s? Let's just say any movie, any time frame.
The ultimate crossover.
Ultimate crossover between your favorite movie, video game, and TV show.
What would be a cool crossover?
Yeah, like if you could cross over into any one medium, right? So if you could take your favorite movie, video game, or TV show, have them cross over into a TV show or into a movie or into a game.
Okay, I would actually I just want to see how ridiculous it would be if you crossed Star Wars with Resident Evil. So Jedi just killing zombies.
Okay. That would be pretty wild. like the undead versus Jedi or Sith.
Yeah, and then you have all the different like creatures and stuff, and you're just out there with the lightsaber, just.
Okay, that would be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. That's your ultimate though. Your ultimate, like that's like the best you feel like you could do. And then would you have that as a TV show or a movie?
I would probably say it'd be funner as a game, as a crossover. But
Okay.
I would say if it was something to do as a movie, no, I wouldn't pick it as a movie. I'd say as a video game medium, it'd be cool.
Okay.
As a movie, I'd probably think of something where I actually cross over. That'd be awesome.
Because there's a lot of video games that have like good crossovers, right? Like there's like the Tekken series, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat for sure. They have like really good crossovers. For me, I would like to see a DC Star Wars crossover. And I've talked to you about this premise before, but I would like to see a Green Lantern / Red Lantern focused movie where Vader gets a red ring. Because Red is powered by rage, and Vader is filled with rage because of what happened.
So how do you beat Vader then? Because
that's what I want to see. I just want to see him mash everybody.
So you just give him extra on top of the powers you already have.
Yep.
You just give him more powers to decimate everybody.
Yep. Because I want to see Vader go full out. Because with that ring, he could probably like heal his body, or at least not have the pain, maybe, or maybe he would leave it because he want to function off the rage, and he would just be like this massive rage monster with a red ring. And I just want to see him go at it.
So he would literally just hit you with the ring while he grabs you with the force and just like, why stop hitting yourself?
Yeah, it'd be ridiculous. It'd be ridiculous. I don't want to see that. That'd be that's like one of my top ones right there. And if we were gonna do video game crossovers, I would like to see. I would want to see Link and Cloud have a cross up game where they have to save their worlds from like merging.
So who's the villain? Sephiroth or what's his? Is it
Ganon?
Ganon.
Both. because they both think that they're the ultimate boss.
So was the reason why they beat him because they fight each other? Because
maybe, I don't know.
Because I'm like, Sephiroth himself is a problem.
But I would want to see that. I would want to see like Link and Cloud like team up.
That'd be fine, but
that'd be dope. I'll leave it to Nintendo to write that.
All I say is Sephiroth needed a group to catch an L.
Did he though? I mean, in the movie, he only needs the one. See, that would be dope.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like in Final Fantasy, it's a group. It's like 7 of them versus Sephiroth.
Oh yeah, I know.
So it's 2 now.
But in the last couple of Zelda games, it's like, Zelda games, you got Link with all the different people too.
But if it's just them 2.
Like when they fight, like when he fights Ganon, it's like all the people he met on his trip that show up to help him.
Now if that happens, yeah, they could probably win. If not, then Sephiroth's just like.
I'm just saying, because if you
hey, Sephiroth's all y'all die.
If you link those 2 worlds, right? That's right, I did it. Dad joke, pa pa pa. If you link those 2 worlds, then you got all the characters from there. So I would like to see that. I think that would be really good, especially from an RPG standpoint. To see those 2 like crossover would be pretty badass. Also, I would love to see a Halo Call of Duty crossover.
So like one's in mech suits and one's just regular people?
Yep.
Well, regular people getting just massacred. That's a massacre. That's not even a crossover. It's just you just killing the military. I would say like
you get the ability to do like maybe like I don't know like Call of Duty like
but nothing
like
they got.
They had like the mech suits or something. I don't know. It'd be kind of cool.
Halo's destroying them, son.
Yeah. Oh man. I mean, it could be like I said. It really just depends. In a video game, oh, that would be pretty cool. Like Halo versus Apex. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, what about an Apex and Fortnite crossover? Apex and Fortnite?
Maybe.
Actually,
Fortnite's done everybody at this point.
Yeah, they've had every character in there. You know another one that would be good? Because you can cry, right? Smash Bros. And Mortal Kombat.
So you just watch Scorpion rip Mario's head off?
Hey man, Mario gets the kill too.
Here we go!
Here we go! Fireball! Wow.
His fatality, he turns into like the little raccoon, just starts smacking him with the tail.
Oh man. Because I mean, they've done it Tekken Street Fighter, like Tekken X Street Fighter, and like it was an interesting game. I didn't get it because it was kind of like but I think it could be decent. What I would really like to see if they could do a Destiny
God of War crossover,
World of Warcraft crossover for like a true MMO game, right? That would be dope. Now God of War.
Boy! It's like, it's the Witch Queen? Yeah, get this axe.
Wow. Chains of Olympus.
You're like, the guardian next to him like, power, and goes solar. He's like, oh, I got that too.
Ghost of Sparta.
He's like, oh, you got solar also? All
that would be crazy.
All right, well, I got stasis. Oh, you want stasis?
Bam.
I got this axe.
Yeah, that would be pretty wild. But I think, you know what? God of War, Assassin's Creed would be interesting combo. I think, personally.
Who's is he the assassin? Because the assassin's not touching God of War.
Yeah, Kratos. Yeah.
Yeah, the assassin's not doing nothing.
That would be an interesting mix-up or mashup, though. I think.
Unless he was the assassin, because Enzo's gonna be like, hey. What was that? What was that?
You left your pin.
He's like, what was that? Was that supposed to?
I think that would be interesting.
He's like, that's a nice toothpick. What are you doing?
No, I'm just saying, if you could mix those as a cross-up in a video game, I think that would be kind of cool.
I still, like, they made Kratos too
overpowered for something
overpowered for regular people. So it's like you're having everyone in Assassin's Creed is just regular people.
What about for movies? I would like a Justice League versus Avengers.
I mean, yeah. I mean that's gonna be fun.
That would be cool. Just for the moment.
Just one time.
Just
Give
one
me
time.
Star Wars versus Star Trek so they can shut everyone up.
They're not win. I mean, hopefully they're not pitted against each other because they're not.
No,
winning
they're
that fight.
pitting each other. They have to. It has to be the Empire versus Starfleet.
Starfleet's losing. Like,
Oh, I know that. But there's Star Trek.
the
people-
Empire ships are way too big.
There's actually I saw one video and they did a live where they showed like the Enterprise would win because they're like, oh, because they don't have shields. I'm like, wait a minute, no, the Empire has shields.
They have shields.
They have shields, and whoever did it doesn't realize they didn't know Star Wars. I'm like, first of all,
Starfleet's getting smashed. Exactly.
yeah, because we have the Enterprise.
When they did the scale for how large a Imperial cruiser is, like it's massive compared to any of the.
Well, the Enterprise is
Starfleet.
pretty massive too.
Nah, it's not as big as an Imperial Star Cruiser.
Well, it's not big. I would say it's probably 4 size a million.
He said, "I would just open the cabin and everyone dies."
It's 4 times size like the Millennium Falcon. It's big. It's probably way bigger than the Millennium Falcon, but yeah, it's not a Star Destroyer.
Yeah, the Star Destroyers are massive.
But there's only like one Star Destroyer and it's Vader.
no.
So it's Vader's Star Destroyer, and the other ones are smaller.
No,
Vader's one's the one that massive one, that massive long one, and the other ones are probably like half the size.
No, there's tons of them. You're like forgetting like all the Empire movies and whatnot. Even when they show it in what's called Rise of Skywalker or whatever, those ones that are crashed.
That's different. But
Those are all the ones from the previous wars. Those are massive.
Yeah,
and then think about at the end of the trash trilogy, all those ones that start getting pulled up from the ground.
Yes, but those are smaller.
Those are all the same size.
Yeah,
those are massive.
Vader's is the massive. Vader's the longest one there is. So when you look at the scale, so when you go like the Millennium Falcon,
You
you
just said
see,
the black eye has the biggest one.
of course. So like we see the Millennium Falcon like on the side of it, it's like that's there, and it's like half the size in terms of length. So I would say it's probably yes, it's half whatever. You get that.
That's what she said.
But I would say yes, it's. I would say the Enterprise is probably half the size of a regular Star Destroyer. I would say it's half the size. I would say it's half the size. Think about the people that live on an Enterprise. It's not small.
Oh, I know that.
So it's like half the size. It's probably half the size.
But those other ships are launching fleets. They're
Well,
they're launching TIE
I'm
fighters.
not arguing that Star Trek is going to win now.
No, I'm just saying that like, the ships in
Yes, because like
for the Empire are massive.
because what
compared-
happens they would launch TIE fighters, so they're still fighting.
They're launching. The Enterprise is launching escape pods and little like.
They're gonna
traverse
shoot. They're
They're not launching additional fighters.
They're shooting. Yeah, they're not. The additional fighters was gonna kill them.
Yeah.
They're gonna shoot like the phaser beam, and they're gonna
Yeah.
they're gonna proton torpedoes,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden the Death Star just show up around the corner and be like, "What's up?"
Or they're just gonna get invaded by like random soldiers or the.
Well, the only thing that Starfleet would have is they could literally warp on their deck.
And they've never shown any like soldiers, right? So they could like. Well, I guess they could warp on their deck, but if they do that, then the stormtroopers will handle them or whatever. Will they though? I guess.
Like, that's where they win.
Maybe they don't miss.
Yeah, like so now they actually shoot. Like they
Yeah.
have phasers
Well,
for kill.
I guess that's when you enter plot device, right?
But then but you're not jumping on Vader's ship.
No. Yeah.
They're like, we got the.
Exactly. Yeah. Jedi's or Sith. I mean, regardless. I mean, and not only that too, but then if you take Vader's like special trained people, right?
Oh yeah.
If you take any of the
Actually, in a discussion the other day, the only thing in Star Trek that would actually have a chance would be the Borg.
yeah,
So the Borg would have a chance.
Yeah, the Borg. Would
And
have
then that would come down to,
also then too, it
are they
depends-
immune to the Force?
Well, not only that too, but what era of Star Wars is fighting? Because if you do it before all that crazy stuff happened,
Well, I'm saying the Empire.
When
I'm just going Empire.
yeah, if you do old Empire where it's technically Old Republic still, where there's just Jedi and Sith running around crazy.
But they're not war. So the Empire is designed for war. So
Yeah.
then, so I would say Empire. If you go with their fleet of Jedi's, then you go Borg. Then it's like, okay, they might have a chance to kill a Jedi if they assimilate it.
Jedi.
But if they assimilate, does the Force now go to every single Borg that now exists? Because
Because you still have to activate the midichlorians in your body.
but they have to be mostly robots, just like Vader. So could
Well,
they
then-
actually
well,
do that?
But he's the chosen one, so that's why he's still so strong.
But I get that. Could they not just basically put more midichlorians into someone's body?
I guess they could figure out what that active ingredient is and like go out trying to steal
If they assimilate a Jedi, because they can
I
assimilate
mean,
a Jedi.
that's like Batman, like with prep time. That's technically what you're
Well,
saying.
but-
Like if the
no,
Borg
but
has
the-
prep time, they
But
can
the
win.
Borg is not prep time, because if you actually, for them, it's like if you shoot them with the blaster, the next time you shoot them, it's no longer going to be effective. There's no prep time. They automatically just adapt to it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like they would have to figure out that it takes minutes.
They'd have to
wield the Force.
Well, they'd have to beat one Jedi
Yeah, they would have to beat one Jedi.
and assimilate the one Jedi,
Yeah,
and then they'd win.
then they would win. Or Sith, possibly.
Yeah, that would be the only way. They have to assimilate a living Jedi.
But the Borg doesn't come out until Patrick Stewart's
Yeah.
Star Trek, right?
yeah,
Okay.
which I mean that's most of it. There's only one before the Next Generation.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But that was the one that initially started the whole
Yeah.
verses, anyways.
Yeah, because that's the only one before.
And that's why I
yeah,
said
Captain Kirk's Star Trek is not being Captain Kirk's
And
Star
that's why I
Trek.
said which generation are you
Captain
having
Kirk,
fight?
that's the only one that doesn't have Borg. The rest of them all
Yeah.
have Borg. So.
Yeah, and that's why I said which generation are you having fight?
But then too, Star Trek does have Q. So if Q decides to get involved, he is like a reality warping being.
Yeah.
So then that's the only thing. There's
So,
no
yeah,
other
that's why I said there's weird quirks in Star Trek that if they just happen to be
Yeah.
involved in the time of the war, maybe they.
Because
could
like the
win.
next, he had a thing for Picard, so basically he's
Yeah.
his boy. So
Yeah.
now if the Empire's there, he might step in and be like, "Move your ship."
Yeah, see? That's what I said. Like, and then Star Wars doesn't really have any beings like that. Like
Yeah.
just weird one-off things. There's no Vulcans or Romulans. Like all, like you know what I mean. Like if they're all getting involved, you have to remember. Like if you're talking about a all-out universe versus universe type of thing.
Well, the Empire could still withstand the Romulans, the Klingons, because they literally are across the entire universe. Because that is what the Empire does. So they have fleets
Right.
across. So they could withstand all of the Star Trek universe if it's just the people.
I'm just saying there's just certain.
Because here's the
things-
thing: the Death Star be like, "What's up, Klingons? How's your world doing?"
Oh yeah, like if they're using Death Stars in the fight.
It's like, how's your world doing?
Okay, I can see that. Yeah.
What world?
Or in the last one, what the heck is that thing called? It's like the
Oh, the
World Eater, no Planet Killer. What the hell do they call that? I forget.
yeah, remember the bigger Death Star that's
Yeah,
now
the
now
larger Death
planet
Star
one.
that eats a sun to kill another planet. That thing,
Yeah.
and it can do multiple planets.
So actually, a debate too. If it fought the Borg with the Death Star, they couldn't block the hit because it would just kill all of them.
Yeah,
So there's none alive. If it could kill all of them, there's none alive to basically deflect that next
yeah,
blast.
because that Borg ship is like almost the size of a planet, right? It's like the size of a small moon.
It's about the same size as
Right.
I mean,
Oh,
same
I guess
size
it's
as
just a
Empire.
Death Star, right? It's technically the same size because a Death Star is like the size of a small moon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if the Death Star would destroy everything on there, then they could just basically assume they would be fine.
It'd be one of those death battles I'd like to see on YouTube, but I think ultimately,
If
regardless,
whoever does it is who gets the
yeah,
winner.
I think ultimately whoever
Like there's a lot of factors.
ultimately, I think Star Wars would maybe come out ahead, but to your point, it depends. If they did it something where it was like more of a espionage, where like the Borg slowly creeps in, I think they'd probably end up winning.
Yeah, because they could assimilate their technology.
Yeah, so that's a good one. That would be pretty crazy. All right, next one. If you could attend a fictional high school from any movie, which would it be, and which character would you have as your best friend?
Fictional. A fictional high school.
Oh, which character would you befriend first? Sorry. Yeah. So if you could attend a fictional high school from any movie, which one would it be? And which character would you befriend first?
Well, first of all, I'm going to be at Xavier School for the Gifted because I will have powers at that point. If I basically
Okay.
Hey.
And then who are you befriending first?
I mean, it depends on what age Storm gets there. What's up, Storm? Aurora, what's going on?
Okay, all right. Sherman High School, Ferris Bueller.
Bueller?
Bueller.
Well, I mean, you gonna be at school. He ain't gonna be there.
Well, he's gonna befriend him first,
Befriend him first.
so then he can be in Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
So he got there. Let me roll with him.
He's in the parade.
But you also recall.
Is he using your dad's car though?
You have to recall his friend wanted to kill himself. So
There's that.
just that. Just FYI.
Well, maybe he's replacing that guy. Right? He's replacing that guy. That's what he's saying.
His friend-
He's replacing that guy, and he doesn't want that to happen.
He doesn't want that to happen. His friend did not. He's like, oh wait, yeah, his friend did want to do that. Maybe I don't want to be his friend.
Yeah, maybe he's not doing that. Okay. Man.
Yeah, which high school do you go? Because I got X-Men powers now, and me and Storm chilling.
That's cool. Whatever. I'm gonna choose Sky High.
Okay.
The movie Sky High, and I'm gonna go to that one because it's a superhero school also,
All right.
and it's up in the air, and I'll have powers also for going there.
Oh, good for you.
Boom. And then the first person I will befriend will
Because
be.
you want a friend of them. So I got Storm, and we going to Wakanda at some point.
It said befriend, not marry.
Hey, if she's my friend, who's her boy? We rolling to Wakanda.
The Breakfast Club.
And friends
Oh,
with Ben.
wow. Okay.
So you went to regular high school.
So you want to go to regular high school? Okay. She has an infinite choice of any fictional high school, and she chooses to go to a regular old high school. You could go to a super school. You could go to any school. You could go to Monster High.
You could be in Teen Wolf and be friends with a werewolf.
Yeah, you could be in any fictional high school, and you choose the one. Why not the one from 16 Candles? Might as well go there. Hell, you could be friends with dudes from Weird Science, and help make Laura.
She wanted low key lovey-dovey stuff, but
See, and that's okay. Maybe one day we'll have a female on here because that's 100% a female answer, right? Like, oh,
weren't they in detention?
yeah, they were in detention.
Don't you want to be? You want to be in detention on a Saturday?
Yeah, they want to be in detention,
Detention on a Saturday in high school.
And friends with
that
them.
that sound like fun? It does not sound like fun to me.
No.
I want to give up my Saturdays.
He chose school for the gifted X-Men powers. I chose another school that has powers also, but she chose a regular ass
She
school.
chose to be in detention on a Saturday.
And technically, player, you chose a regular ass school. to be,
You want to be some regular old friend in
I
Chicago.
want to be friends with Ferris Bueller. Just skipping school on a parade. Like, you can do that now. You pass up the chance to potentially have powers and being like a school? Come on, son.
At least have some, have someone that's at least have something cool with it.
Yeah,
Like,
something cool.
If I can't have powers, he's talking
Hell,
about
you could have went to school with the Jetsons at least.
There it is.
Or the Flintstones at being prehistoric times or something. Something crazy.
Find someone with powers.
Monster High. Hell, you could have even, if your wife, she could have chose musical high, right?
Could have been singing.
Whatever that stupid thing is called. I don't even know if I'm saying it correctly or not, but.
Could have been West Side Story.
Yeah, you could have chose Saved by the Bell, went to Bayside.
Bayside High.
You could have talked to Lisa. Lisa. Kelly Kapowski. You'd be like, watch out, Zach. Get out the way. Screech. What's up, homie? You could have went to any of those places. Just saying. But we respect your choices. Regardless.
You know what I'm saying?
Regardless.
If that's where you want to be, that's where you want to be.
That's where you want to be. You know, if you don't want to aim
Bel
high
Air.
Willis, see, could have went to Bel Air
At
Academy.
least you living in Bel Air,
See?
so now you got
Yeah.
some money.
And
So
you
if
know you got money.
You know you got money,
Right?
And you chilling with Will.
You don't necessarily have to
I mean,
be
you
with your
ain't
auntie
gonna-
and your uncle.
You ain't gonna get no girls, but you chilling with Will.
Maybe. If you're friends with Will, he might.
Did
Will's a great wingman.
Did any of his actual people actually have girls?
Yeah.
Who?
Jazz had a girlfriend.
Not around Will. He never got it from Will.
True.
Will never wingmaned anybody.
I think he tried to help Carlton.
He took Carlton's girl.
He did take Carlton.
He didn't wingman nobody.
Yeah.
He took everybody's girl that came in with a girl.
Did he have any other friends outside of them?
No.
I feel like he didn't really have
He
that
didn't.
many friends.
He did not.
Yeah. Okay.
It was Jazz
So
and
maybe
Carlton.
it's a bad choice for him. Then. Bad choice for him. So.
I mean, you're gonna be girlless, but because if you bring a bad girl around, we're gonna try to take it. You're gonna try to take that girl.
It's true.
He's Mr. Steel Girl.
Right? Original. Before you had to slap him. No, it was the original. Yeah.
Don't leave the girl around me.
Girl around me. You playing for real.
Well, out here like, I'm gonna take your girl. Oh, that girl is bad.
Huh. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, hell, he took Uncle Phil's ex.
Did he?
Pam Grier. That was like his ex, remember? And then like he saw the daughter, and then he went to her hotel room.
Oh,
He
yeah.
took Phil's girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
This fool that
You don't want to go to Bel Air, son.
Go to Bel Air.
And you do not want to be Will's friend.
You
You will be single forever because he will steal all your women.
Yeah, like straight up. Ooh, Mr. Steel Girl. Oh my goodness.
Oh man. Okay, so maybe no Bel Air. Maybe go with the original choice.
Like, yeah, at least I mean you might be
Hey, at least
depressed.
Ferris Bueller's not stealing your girl.
Yeah, I mean you'll be depressed,
Yeah.
but I mean you're gonna go to school the next day, so you'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be all right. You okay?
You'll be good. I mean you'll be good. You're going to
Yeah.
school the next day. I mean you could have hung out with Teen Wolf because Teen Wolf was just cool. He was playing basketball, but I mean I don't know.
I mean, technically, he starts stealing girls too.
He only stole the dude from another team. That's the dude's girl. That was another team.
Yeah, but he does kind of get a really big head about everything.
Yeah.
So,
But then at the end he remembers I need friendship, and then he just then you have a cool wolf that you hang out with.
true. There's that.
Because his boy was throwing all the parties and everything.
Unless you do the other Teen Wolf that went to college, and he was. Oh, I forget that's Jason Bateman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's doing every chick up at that point. Have you seen that version? All right, so that's pretty good. I think that one's been covered pretty well. Any other options or ones that you would choose aside from that one?
Besides the Xavier School?
Yeah.
I mean, not really. I mean, unless I'm going to the
For you, I'd still say I don't know if I would choose that one too, because you still got to go through all the scrutiny and like hate and racism for the mutants. that was a setup. Considering, for those of you who don't know, the X-Men was supposed to be like their way to handle like racism and segregation back then. So it was pretty good.
I got powers. They gonna worry about anything about me?
All right. So next one. Let's see. Oh, which 80s or 90s movie or video game character would make the most fascinating real-life roommate? And how do you think they adapt to the present day?
Roommate.
Yeah. From a movie or a video game. Who would make the most fascinating real-life roommate? And how do you think they would adapt to today's present time? Movie or video game?
Prince Hakeem from Coming to America.
Okay, that's a good one.
I'm
That's a good
Prince
one.
Hakeem is my roommate.
That's a good one.
The Princess of Munda.
That's a good one. Okay, and he's your roommate.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm probably living in his place.
Now I'm just gonna say that's a ridiculous choice. Just for the fact that he would probably just randomly just start upgrading stuff to be on his level of kingdom, right? Or royalty. And you'd probably get some, like, do you not bathe? Do you not have bathers?
I need bathers. Give me bathers.
So that'd probably be that's a good choice. That's a good choice. I can't really fault you for picking him. That's a
I
good one.
need bathers.
That's a good one.
The roommate needs to clean.
And how do you think that he would adapt to present day?
I mean, he got money. He ain't gonna worry about it.
Right? He's gonna be rich regardless.
He's gonna be rich regardless.
So
He's the Princess of Munda.
yeah,
I'm pretty.
it would take him a little bit to adapt to like the whole cell phone thing and whatnot.
I can walk him through that.
He'd be fine. I
But you
think.
need to buy this.
Yeah.
You need this.
So that one's pretty good.
One for you, one for me.
That's a good choice. What about video game character, or do you just want to go with just a movie?
Okay, you go your movie. I'll think about video game character.
Okay. Man, from a movie. And be a good roommate too. Or a fascinating. I would take what's it called? I would take Laura from Weird Science.
Weird Science.
Yep. I'll have her be my roommate. She has aged amazingly well.
Well, you would take her from then, right?
That's right.
You
Should
take
have
her from
would.
then.
Right. That's right. I sure would. 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 Kelly LeBrock. Mm-hmm.
He said, I'll take her from there. Sure am. I'll take her from
I
there.
would. Yep. Yep. I sure would.
I'm like, I don't know from movies.
Maybe a girl about to change the world.
What would you little maniacs like to do first?
It's all in the name of science.
Just gonna share this real quick. Let's go to share screen. Let's see here. What screen do we want to share? No. What screen are we sharing? It's not working.
I thought it was the blank one, not the share screen. The blank scene.
Which one?
The blank scene.
Is it the blank scene?
Yeah, I thought it was. Or you might have closed it and then it doesn't show anything. I don't know.
I don't see it.
Well,
That's not it. See, I chose share screen and it's not sharing the screen. So back to chatting. We got to find a picture in here though. On the next one and show this. Yeah, I'll just bring her up on here. I'll bring her up on my phone.
I was like, okay, so you go with her from Weird Science.
That's right.
From Weird Science.
Weird Science. Ooh. Comedy romance. Which I want to say they had a TV show for a while.
It was the 80s. Damn
on,
near everything had a TV show
on,
for a while.
on USA. But I don't think they used the same. I don't think they used the same woman.
Oh, no. No, they didn't. So it's okay.
Yeah. Oh, is that her daughter? Whoa.
Okay.
Even now, she's not bad. I mean, she's much older, obviously, but oh, she married Steven Seagal.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
Don't get sidetracked. Don't get sidetracked.
All right. Okay. So, what about the movie for you then?
For the movie for me, we're gonna go with. I have to remember the name of it. Let's see here. I'm trying to find it. So I went blank on the dang name of the movie. Okay. So my pick for my roommate from a movie is Deja from Higher Learning. FYI, Tyra Banks.
So you're changing your movie,
No, before.
or you're just adding another movie?
I picked video game first, right? Didn't I? Or did I pick video movie?
No, you chose movie because you chose Akeem.
Oh yeah, never mind. I still stay with King.
Hey, like,
but Deja's a good second though. You
Okay,
know what I'm
okay, good second.
Deja's
Okay.
a good second.
video game character.
Video game character. What's her name from Forsaken? Forspoken. From Forspoken.
Girl from Forspoken. Okay.
And she got magic powers, so we're cool too.
Okay. Okay. That works for a video game. All right.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna stick to the 80s then. 80s or 90s? Because that was the whole thing. Is that 80s, 90s, and
Okay,
how would they adapt
so-
to present day?
Okay, so
Because technically she takes place in present day, so she can't adapt.
That's true.
So,
Okay, an 80s video game character.
mhm.
Lara Croft.
Lara Croft.
Tomb Raider. She got money.
I would say she has some rather large assets. I would agree with you there. She does have some large assets. She ballin'. Okay, Lara Croft. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Me and Laura out here chilling.
I personally would select Chun-Li from Street Fighter.
Out here.
Spinning bird kick. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead. She could be my roommate because supposedly her family is wealthy, according to the lore and the backstory.
That's
And
why I
she-
took Laura Croft too. That's why I took Laura Croft too. Like she got money.
And she's supposedly like a police officer or whatever. So, or in some special forces mumbo jumbo. I think she would adapt well to the current time and place from back then.
They already updated Laura Croft. So.
Yeah, they've already updated Chun-Li. So I think you can't go wrong with either one of those choices. Honestly, you got thick and then you got thick. So I think you're good either way on either one of those choices on video game characters.
Yeah.
So again, that was 80s or 90s movie or video game character you would make or you think would make the most fascinating real life roommate, and how do you think they'd adapt to the present day? Ian chose Akeem
King.
from Coming to America, and then for your video game character you chose
Laura Croft.
Lara Croft, and then for
When
me,
you think of trash, think of a king.
I will. And then I chose Chun-Li for my video game, and then for my movie I chose Lisa from Weird Science. Because technically she can just like make stuff materialize too, right? Because she has that power. So
There you go.
yeah, so that was the other reason why I chose that. Because
Well,
like
I bet a lot of people because they're rich.
money is the motivator over here. I chose someone that could like just make stuff materialize. So
I mean, Akeem can. He just go buy it.
there you go.
And then, he comes from... He can find me someone in his country. He can matchmake me. He can matchmake me someone.
All right, what would be if you had to create a new sport combining elements of your favorite 80s and 90s video games? How would it play out?
New sport, video games.
I'll go first because I feel like you're going to think about this for a while.
Yeah.
I would take, to make a new sport, I will combine Super Mario Brothers with Super Dodgeball and call it Jump Off, where you have to go through obstacle course, jumping over things, and while you're trying to make it through the obstacle course, the enemy team is throwing balls at you. Trying to knock you off the obstacles you're jumping through to get to the end goal.
Okay.
That's right. So I would call it Jump Off.
Okay.
Still thinking? I'm formulating some more in my
I'm
head
trying,
right now.
I'm trying to think of like what do I cross? What do I combine from like
The 80s and 90s.
Ooh. Well, I mean, they already had NBA Jam, but it's like the fact that like you get heating up and things like that. But you could do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, with the rivals basketball, where you could punch people.
Okay.
So you can literally just it's heating up. So and basically what you start hitting shots, they start being worth more points.
Okay.
You can just like tackle somebody. You heating up a little too much.
All right, I can see that.
It's like football and basketball almost.
There you go. I'd like to combine the Mutant League. I don't know if you ever saw that video game before. Like I said, early 90s game, but basically like it's like the world over has been like mutated and there's like mutants and they play sports. But I don't know how I would make that into a new sport though, so never mind on that one. Let's see. Basketball's a movie, so
Yeah.
that'd be too easy to just combine two.
Footsketball.
Footsketball. Footsketball.
Oh, soccer with football? So, like, you just go through and just, like, tackle people. Like, this legit to just tackle people. It's like, you right on the
And
ball.
kick it in the goal.
Kick it in the goal. But that's not like a video game, though. That's just, like,
Yeah.
that's just mixing, like, well, technically, you're mixing FIFA and Madden, but.
Yeah, you could do that. They could do that. Man, what else would you do for video game mix up? I think that's gonna be my ultimate pick right there. The one I got right there. Super Dodgeball and Super Mario Brothers. Be a good one right there. Oh wait. You could take Double Dragon. Okay. And mix it with Badminton.
So we're just like gonna have a knee with a
And you-
racket.
and you- you call it bad SWAT. So you have to knock over the little what is it called? The feather, or what is that thing called? You know what I'm talking about?
The shuttlecock.
What is it called?
The shuttlecock.
All right, never mind on that idea. I'll go with my first one. I'll stick with my first one. Super Dodgeball and Super Mario Brothers. All right, yeah. And then yours was going to be mixing up old Madden game.
No, well, mine originally was NBA Jam and
NBA
Rivals and Rivals basketball.
And Rivals
Good
basketball.
punch,
Okay, and then what would you call it?
yeah.
What would the sport be called?
I mean, I don't know. Slam Jam. Well, actually, it was basically a Slam Jam.
Slam Jam. Okay.
That's basically
Slam Jam. All right. Okay, so then there's that one. Let's see. Oh, if you could have any superpower, but could only use it for mundane task, what power would you choose? I already know the answer. Reality warping. Because if it's a mundane task, it's going to be something that has the least interest for me and something I'm not excited about doing. So I could just be like, all right, whatever, it's done.
Basically, warp time. So then, same thing. It's done.
I said warp time.
So, I want to do is speed this up. It's done.
Earlier, didn't you say teleport?
I did say teleport.
But then you didn't think about the whole...
Well, because my teleport, I was going to say teleport for walking, but then it's just like for everything.
Because it could be any mundane task. You don't know what
Yeah.
it's going to be, right? So this for it. Use it for a mundane task.
So I would say, basically, I just say warp time. So then I'd speed through it. You
Just
just
speed
make
through
it
it.
done. I would
Yeah.
just speed through time if I'm done anyways.
Okay. All right.
So I'm out of this bad boy.
That'd be a good one. Let's see. What else do we have on here? I think. Oh, if you could switch lives with any movie or video game character for a day.
Oh, we did this one.
Oh no, we did that one.
We did that one.
Yeah, we did that one. Yeah,
I think we did all these ones already.
I think we did all finally. Yeah. All right, we made all 10 questions. Very nice, very nice. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Any TV shows or movies you want to talk about then? Because that means we're here at the end, top of the hour.
I don't really have anything like shows coming up. I mean, I'm getting ready to watch SummerSlam tonight. SummerSlam. You know what I'm saying? Gonna watch.
And you'll be streaming your reactions to that.
I don't know, maybe we'll see. I don't know if this one, but maybe coming soon. I'll probably stream my reactions
Okay.
to it.
All
So
right.
I see the tribal chief, the head of the table, the ones, Roman Reigns.
Okay.
Roman.
For anyone that knows what that means.
If you know if you know Roman, you know who the ones are. Because it means we the ones, and you the twos.
Okay. If you say so.
Hey, it's on their shirt.
All right. All right.
Well,
Well,
the tribal chief,
thank you everyone for joining
the
us.
Rock's cousin.
And we'll see you on our next stream next weekend. All right. Peace.
Peace.